Dr. Amira Sankofa Kwali, and I am here at Life Ask Life Coaching Ministry or Ministries or whatever. I'm trying to get a little iron board out the scene because it's right over there. Got my little book bag over here. Got what I'm gonna wear tomorrow on here on the little futon. Anyway, so of course, today I'm here at the one of my offices. None of your business where that is. But my main office that I roll at. So I got food in my teeth. At any rate, let me check out my earrings that I'm also selling. Okay. So at any rate, today, of course, has been a day where I just kind of chilled today because today is my mom's anniversary that she transcended. So actually around this time, I was called by the nurse. But anyway, yeah, literally around this time, maybe a little bit later. But anyway, I already knew that she was gonna pass for that day. I felt it in my being, and I just dealt with it the best way that I could for the moment. And so of course today, being one of those days, not necessarily a horrible day, but not necessarily the best day, right? So I've been taking today contemplating on a couple of things, and I remember every day pretty much. I do recall or remember something that my mother taught me or shared something with me. I always remember and have moments of memory when certain things begin to start happening. And one of the things that my mother taught me was, if you have nothing nice to say about a person, then just don't say anything at all. So I began to really, really, really think about that. I've been really beginning to think about that and taking it to a new level. Because, and of course, she didn't teach me this. She always taught me to talk to people and speak to people. And you all already know I told you all about the whole energy aspect. I don't talk to people. If you don't like me, I don't like you. We're not gonna pretend. I don't pretend. I'm not, because a part of me being civil to you is not speaking to you at all. And I don't even look at you. I don't acknowledge you. I don't know who you are. I don't care if we might have met previously. It doesn't matter. I don't acknowledge your presence. So at this point, I do feel like I'm just kind of good on a lot of that. I remember an ex-friend of mine called me on my birthday. I didn't even know who she was, honestly. I wasn't even being, nasty or having any kind of energy against her, because I don't have energy against people. I just don't deal with you. And at one point in time in my life, I would try to have closure. I would sit down with you and be like, well, the reason why I don't want to be your friends because of X, Y, Z. Now to the point now, I just don't talk to you. I don't call you. I don't need you to call me, and we pretty much don't have anything else to say to each other. Because I'm in a different kind of line of business. Now, I even have some of my old friends, associates. I don't even want to call them friends, but some of my old associates may call my daughter, talk with my daughter. That's fine. That's what y'all want to do. You won't be talking to me. That won't be talking to me. My daughter has different energy than I do. She's a little bit more understanding of that. I'm not. I just keep it moving in my life, and that's what it all boils down to. And so what for me, and what I teach a lot of my clients is, what level would you like to be on with the person? Would you like to not have any dealings with them at all, or you're just done with them? As a matter of fact, or what is your energy saying? So I work with them on that level, because again, everybody is an individual. Everybody's an individual. So if you would like to talk to your enemy or say hello, pass pleasantries, then that's something that you can do. That's something that you would do. I don't. And I don't knock people for doing that, because that's their energy. That's the energy that they want to have. That's not mine. So I've been doing, like I share with you all, that I'm doing a lot of new changes with myself, because I told you all in the beginning of right at the end of the year of December 2017, I told you all that I was going to do a lot of metamorphosis changes. Like dietarily wise, I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for like 20 something years. And so now I'm getting ready to get back on track. I've still been a vegetarian. That has not changed. I have not gone back to eating meat. No. But on the terms of socially, economically, politically, and all these different things that I've changed in my life, like I no longer, like even with some of my tattoos, I'm getting ready to get a cover up with some of these tattoos. And I recall, again, as my mother told me, you know, you got those tattoos for life, what you gonna do when you grow out of that phase? Because you know you grow out of phases. And I have. This is getting a cover up. I assure you, this is getting covered up because I am a healer. And I am here to heal people, all people, no matter what they are. And I've been healing people. And I think this takes away from the good works that I've done and the good works I will do in the future. So this is going to get covered up. This particular tattoo, that's why I don't even acknowledge it. I forget that it's there sometimes. So I have to be mindful of that, of this particular tattoo. So I'm going to do a cover up. This is getting covered up. Some of my other tattoos I may keep, but this is one that is definitely getting a cover up. Okay, if not removed in a way. I know it will hurt, but I have to figure out something because this is not going to remain on my chest. Because I'm a healer, and I'm here to heal people. I'm not here to pass judgment. My Afrocentricities will be redefined. Have been, not a will be, but have been redefined. And at this stage in my life, I'm learning so much because I have an open spirit. I have an open energy now. And I understand that certain things I've done in my past is the person that made me today. And I had to walk through all these different houses of knowledge and understand where I'm at. And that's why when people say certain words to me, I'm not going to acknowledge them. Certain words, because that's not where I'm at. That's maybe where you are at, but that's not where I am. Okay. And so I'm not going to be forced into acknowledging a certain energy anymore because of what stage I am in my life. Okay. So at this stage, I am about healing. Next year turn around, I'm really going to be more about healing. That's something that's within me. That's a battle that I have battled for so long because I had to heal. I had to go through all these different walks of schools. I had to go through so many different things in order to figure out what my life purpose. And now that I understand and know what my life purpose, this is no longer a part of my life purpose at all. Now, I will not be walking around and doing things and blaming this set of people and blaming this person and blaming that person because I can determine and create my own energy. I am the master of my destiny. I am the master of what I want to have, what I need, and what I'm going to get. And nobody, not you, not the next person, will destroy that from me. Okay? So I don't make excuses for why I don't have this. I work hard. And I'm going to continue to work hard. Okay? So again, in thinking about just certain friendships I've had that I would never have at this stage in my life. I would never have a friendship again where it's one-sided. And it's not about financial situation, because it's not about me giving a person money. It's not about, because I've had friends who tried to buy my love, who try to buy me off with, trinkets and money. And they pretty much have try to buy everybody off in their life. They bought off men in their life. They gave them cars and trucks and tattoos and all kind of stuff. And at this stage in my life, I will not do that. I've never had to buy anybody's love. And I'm not going to stop now. And one of the things that I had done was I wanted to be accepted, you know, and I don't give a damn. So I had a love affair with wanting to be accepted sometimes, and at other times not giving a damn about being accepted. So my love affair with that is over with. I'm just going to be a Dr. Mira Sankofa Kweli. Legally, I'm a Mira Sankofa, Dr. Mira Sankofa Kweli. Understand that. And so, you know, at this stage, instead of, you know, the ideal of being rich, because we're in business, when you're a business owner, you should want to have a nice lifestyle. You should want to be rich. You should want to have nice things. But not only am I pursuing not necessarily riches, but I'm pursuing a successful business. I already have a successful business, but I'm trying to get it even more successful, right? But I want to be able to take care of my family, not just me, not just people in this house, but my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. You know what I mean? I want to be able to leave something behind. Not just 5,000 here or 5,000 there, but leaving some things and leaving my wisdom behind as well, leaving my books, leaving behind some of my crystals, leaving behind my books that I wrote certain manifestations in and certain tools that my children would learn how to do and teach their children and be passed on and on and on. And this knowledge just don't leave with me, but I will be able to leave a lot of things behind, just like my mother left me a lot of stuff. You know, spiritual. My children got left a lot of things spiritually in different ways from my mother. And the thing is, what one of the things I'm not gonna do is to be used, and I'm not going to continue on fake friendships, continue on fake relationships, because that's not necessary. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to have fake relationships with fake women who don't have the best intentions for me. I stopped that a long time ago. I stopped that a year ago of having fake relationships or even passing pleasantries. I don't even do that no more. I just don't deal with you. I have a associate of mine who she does she was an associate of mine, and she does like wives and stuff, and she sells something. And I really, tried to show her some love, and she wouldn't even acknowledge me. I didn't even take that personal. Because I understand she just don't mess with me, and I don't mess with her either. And it's not personal. It's just we're Facebook friends still. And that's pretty much it. But that's gonna be soon gone. I'm gonna delete her from that level because it's not necessary anymore. And sometimes when you have changed, and I have changed, I'm at a different stage in my life. Okay. I'm at a different and unique stage in my life where if I were to consider someone a associate or what have you, then I would celebrate you and we would celebrate each other. And if we can't celebrate each other, we don't need to be Facebook friends. We don't even need to talk to one another. And it's not disrespectful. It's not, and I know I was also looking at one time the Red Table. Excuse me. I was looking at Red Table and I was looking at Jada Pinkett and her and Gabrielle Union. Well, that's cool for them. But sometimes people's energy just don't feel good to you. And it's not that this person is evil or nasty, but their energy just don't feel good to you. It's not soothing. So I don't want to be around people who don't have soothing energy, who we're not going to build each other up. What's the point of even talking? Because we're not going to build each other up. We don't have the best intentions, because I read people and I already know that you don't like me for whatever reason. That's something that we didn't connect with or whatever the case is. So we're not going to constantly play games. We're not going to try to lie to one another. And I'm not angry. I'm not bitter or anything like that. But we have to be honest with each other. We have to, And we don't necessarily have to write long closure emails or anything like that. But I'm in it for a cleanse as well. Even like on social media in general, like sometimes people say the most ignorant, silliest things. And of course, I'm going down my timeline because sometimes you go down the timeline, you may find something really interesting to build your business, you know? So I run down my little timeline and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. And I was on one of my social media timelines and I saw someone say something about that Roseanne Barr stuff. And they really, and some black folks, and they really thought that was funny. I don't think it's funny. I don't think what Roseanne Barr said was funny. That's not funny at all. That was ignorant. Because I'm a 70s baby. Okay? It's very offensive. And it's just some things I don't think, especially in public, we shouldn't be having that type of conversation in public amongst other races and things like that because it's offensive. It's offensive. Black folks don't look like gorillas. We don't look like gorillas. I don't look like no damn gorilla. Okay, nobody in my family look like a gorilla. Okay. So I think sometimes some of us have some issues within, and we need to work that out. We need to really work that out. If you agree with Roseanne Barr, you need to work out your issues. You got an issue with your own complexion, the complexion and collection for the collection for the complexion that you got an issue with. And I don't agree with that. And I know that you have some self issues within. Okay. And I don't think it's funny at all. It's not funny. It's ignorant and silly and sick. So I had to get that out the way. So, again, sometimes we have to go through a situation where we have to begin to start cleaning out our closet. Like right now, we in the springtime. We still in spring. It's starting to feel like summer, don't it? This month, June the 21st, which will be my mother's birthday, June the 21st will be the mark of summer. So by the summer, I will begin a cleanse. I do a cleanse every season. I do a cleanse of social, of people, of working with people and things like that. Because during certain periods of my life, like I told you, I had a love affair with being accepted to you go to hell energy. And so at this point in time, that's what we have to do as people. That's what we have to do a lot of times. We have to stop asking people to accept us. Even on down to certain family members. We can't, because either they're going to know that that's who you are. Like my daughter's a Pisces. She's very sensitive. And she goes through a thing. I accept her for who she is. She knows I'm a Taurus. I don't have that type of emotion that she does. I don't get really upset. My energy or my emotions are way more differently than hers are. And that's not a knock to her. That's just her energy. That's who she is. And I accept her. My two sons have different energies. We all accept each other because we're a family. And I don't expect my daughter to be a mirror, Dr. Mirror. And, my daughter doesn't expect me to be her. And once we begin to start accepting people for what they are, that is what it is. But on certain terms, we can't keep expecting people to accept us outside of that. You know what I mean? Like either you're going to accept me or you're not. If you're not going to accept me, what could I do? I can't beg for your acceptance. I can't, like I said, going back to the example of me sharing with y'all before, when I first moved to Louisville, Kentucky, I wanted to be accepted so bad. And I was working with people and trying to build a bridge and start trying to get to know people and started adding a lot of people here. And within the last 2 years or so, I don't give a damn. I mean, because people are going to have rumors. People are going to they're going to like you. They're not going to like you for whatever reason. Some people are just going to like you for whatever reason. So what you have to do at some point in your time, you have to begin to make an adjustment to liking and loving yourself and not necessarily worrying about what others think or feel about you. Okay. But there's a part two to that. Now, if you know that you need some work, you know that your energy is not correct, you know that your energy comes off as an evil tyrant or a jackass or asshole, and that's not an energy that you want to service for people, then you have to begin to start working on you. Okay, so that's something different. But if you know you're trying to put your best foot forward, and you're doing your best to work with people, and you're trying your best to do what you need to do on the terms of at least doing what you need to do as a person, that's all you can do. Because in the end, you don't have room to keep playing with everybody. Keep up that same energy of trying to be accepted, because people are just not going to accept you. And that's something that I had to fight. I had to end and divorce that energy of trying to be accepted, because I don't care. And so that's what it is. Because the right people are going to come to you. The right energies. That's why a lot of people fell off from me. A lot of my so-called friends, a lot of so-called sisters who said they rock with me fell off. And I'm good. I'm glad. I congratulated them. I'm glad that they fell off of me. Why? Because they was in my way. They were in my way of becoming great. They was in my way, and not just sisters, but some brothers, but some people. And then this tattoo separated me from doing some really good work and really becoming great. And at the time, I felt like that, because I felt like Black people didn't have much power. And that is true. Now, don't get me wrong. However, with that said, but still in that same sentence, we still have to create our own destiny. We still have to create certain things. Still have to not allow that to stop us from becoming great and doing something great and picking up a book and establishing a business or going back to school and becoming great on that particular job. That still should not stand in our way of doing something great. Although, yes, there's absolutely a lot of racism. Racism exists. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. But racism does not stop me from being great. Racism does not stop me from excelling in my profession, because I'm not in a box. I don't try to go to the Black community to say, hey, fit me in, because some of y'all will deny, okay? I don't go to the white community and say, hey, let me in, hey, or any other race and beg to get let in. Why? Because I created my own lane. I have white clients. I have Black clients. I have Black melanated people all around the continent that work with me. I have Chinese clients. I have Asian people from the Asian continent, outside of the Asian, Japan, everywhere. Okay? I have clients all over the world from different races. Okay? For just being myself. Not trying to be anybody else, but being Dr. Ask. That's where I've been. And so I don't allow anything from stopping me from becoming great. And sometimes that will involve getting rid of people from your life who hold no benefit to you. And if I have to be around people for them to tear me down, I don't need to be around them. If I have to be around people who wants to turn me down, I'm definitely not going to be around you, because I don't like being mean or evil to people. I just won't talk to you. Because if I have to strike out against you or say something crazy to you, I just don't want to talk to you. If you feel like you're going to say something crazy to me, it's not happening. It's not going to happen, because I'm not going to be put in a situation for us to go back and forth and go through all them changes. That day is over with. Okay? I just don't talk to you, because I don't acknowledge you as a human being, as a person, or you don't exist in my world. You don't. And that's what has to happen. And sometimes you have to do that. You have to do that even in business. Even in business. They'll tell you, for marketing purposes, when you go to, I've had board meetings. I've gone to board meetings and they'll say, well, you need to know who your competitors are. Okay, fine. You keep with my competitors. I am not. I'm not going to look at so-called competitors because what they do and what I do is 3-5 different things. We don't do the same thing. We aren't the same person. Just because you call your life coach yourself a life coach, or you call yourself a healer, you call yourself a holistic doctor or practitioner or whatever, we're not the same people. We're not the same energy. We don't have the same training knowledge base. I don't give a damn if we went to the same schools. We still not the same energy. Understand that. And so at some point in time, you have to establish and know who you are. And I know who I am. And I don't have that battle anymore. And when you have that battle, when you have fought that battle and won, you don't have to keep going back and forth anymore with anybody. And I'm not going back and forth with people anymore. You know, and I'm not going to be something I'm not. And I'm not trying to appease you. I'm not trying to tiptoe on your toes and be, oh, she's such a nice person. Because sometimes the nicest person, and this is one of the things I figured out and what I've learned, the nicest people can be the most evilest people in the whole entire world. Some of y'all are so nasty on the inside, it's ridiculous. And you say, oh, I'm a nice person. And you can have a gazillion, 10, 50, 30,000 friends around you, but be the nastiest, lying, nasty McMeal of a jokester on the inside, but you fake on the outside that you this nice person. And so, no, I see through all of that. And so that's the reason why I'm a loner. And I stick with my family. And I stick and I work and I'm a healer because I don't have time for much else. And when you busy yourself with business, family, monies, and the corrections in life, your life will be so much better when you start getting rid of these empty bottle feeding, nasty folks. Your life will be so much better. So you gotta let go. Okay. And as my mother said, if you have nothing nice to say about somebody, don't say none at all. So don't even be around them if they're not going to be nice and decent to you and respectful for you. Stop being around them. I don't care if it's your mother, dog, cat, whomever. Stop being around them because they have not the best intentions for you. So you might as well eliminate them out your life. But at any rate, I got some kind of crazy movie on. I cut it on as I was doing this video. I guess I should have been watching it, but it just wasn't piquing my interest. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for logging on. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. It is kind of late on a Saturday at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But what I want to tell everybody is thank you very much. And I look forward to speaking with you all at a later time. To get with Dr. Ask, www.ask314life.com. You can schedule me at 502-208-9142. And I appreciate everybody for logging on. And of course, I celebrate my mother every day. I don't just need one day out of a week or because it's our anniversary of her passing, her transition to the spiritual realm. I say to my mother. But again, I leave you with those words that my mother speaks. Namaste.
first time. I hope that you